All right, so we're back here at Motorama. We got our buddy JOMO here, JOMO Media, and the True North Racing. I'm True North Strong and Fast. No, that's Pinty's, but the True North Racing podcast. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
You know what? I'm having a great time. This is amazing. This amazing day, really. I absolutely love getting to come and see. Wish we had a little bit more race cars here, but you know, it's because they're racing, so we're okay with that. But let's talk a little bit about your podcast, and you know, you're going to be on our show in a little bit. Yeah. But let's talk about True North Racing.
Yeah, we're you know, we started in end of 2020, so I think right around the same time as you guys did. And yeah, we love talking to racers. We love talking to the local guys because I feel here in Ontario we didn't have a whole lot of we didn't have a whole lot of people who were willing to talk to them outside of the track. And I heard recently from G-Force on Race Rivals Race Chat that, you know, they're right. Is that we're going to turn racing into a club, and that's something we didn't want. And it's surprisingly that from 2020 to now, that's exactly what we've done. We've had 50 some episodes now. You know, we just love talking to all the racers to see what they're up to and how they got started.
It's funny because it's exactly the same reason why we're in it, because we love talking to racers, and it's so important these days because, you know, you and I, we've talked about this before. We've had a long conversation about this, that we're in a losing battle, really. Yeah. In racing in Ontario, racing in Canada, it needs as much support as possible. So with you guys, you're actually going to bring on a couple new hosts as well, which I'm really excited about. I love different points of view. So let's talk about your new, the returning but new co-hosts.
Yeah, of course. We had, unfortunately, with how busy I am this year, I had to step back from the Driver's Seat podcast as their producer, and we are bringing in Caitlin Wallace and Megan Mitchell, who are both race car drivers at Flamborough Speedway. Megan runs the 45 mini stock, and Megan is the 73 pure stock. But that car will also be returning this year, but with a different driver. So that's gonna be cool to see. It's gonna be her dad, who hasn't raced competitively in almost 30 years.
Wow.
So that's I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be one. I'm gonna try and sneak a GoPro into their car for her.
One of the things that was really good about your podcast is it's really been opening my eyes to bone stock, mini stock, the divisions that maybe don't get a ton of eyes, but from what I got to watch at Delaware Speedway last year, it is some of the most fun and most interesting. Caitlin Wallace drove a DQ car. I mean, how cool is that? Like, it has got one of the coolest stories. Not only that, is that you guys they'll race and they'll go nuts.
Absolutely. You know, well, I'm so happy that you know, I met both of them just last year, and one of them was just because I was like, hey Caitlin, you want to come on the show? Megan was a very big supporter of the True North Racing podcast, and when unfortunately one of our other co-hosts, when we did start, Michael Kenny, when he unfortunately had to step away, I was like, Caitlin, you want to still continue? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you know, let's do it. Let's bring in Megan, and let's see where this goes.
Well, you guys can check it out, the True North Racing podcast, JOMO Media. How can we find you?
Well, we're on Anchor, Apple, Google, Spotify. When we just started doing our YouTube videos, you know, because I wanted to do them for a while, just felt like the timing wasn't right, and now I felt like the time was right to be able to start bringing them. So we're also on YouTube.
Well, guys, make sure you check out JOMO Media all season long. Definitely subscribe. You guys won't be sorry. It's great content.